Welcome, everyone, to Arlington, Texas at AT&T Stadium, site of this year's Goodyear Cotton Bowl, part, of course, of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage, one last hurdle to clear before that national championship game. And today we're going to find out who's got the toughness and the depth to continue their drive and keep championship dreams alive. As we'll see the number 5 seed in this playoff, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on the top-seeded team in the playoff, the Fresno State Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff semifinal. Which team will keep their national championship hopes alive today? The kickoff team is out there, and here we go with this playoff semifinal game. And the deep kick will sail out the back of the end zone for a touchback. So Notre Dame's offense comes on the field first today. First, the home of the Cotton Bowl in modern times has become AT&T Stadium, a massive yet somehow intimate setting. Kirk, this, of course, is where the first championship game of the playoff era was played.
Well, who could forget that? When Ohio State took care of Oregon to win the national championship for Urban Meyer. And this game, like you said, I think it just seems to get bigger and bigger in this setting. The pressure these players feel. Let's see who can handle that the best today.
Looking to pass here on second down. Makes the catch downfield. Oh, and nothing but refusing to be stopped in this play. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up for the first down.
Boy, nice job here by this offense, creating an opportunity for this receiver to excel after the catch. It's early in this game, so this defense better get their arms around this receiver because he could be a monster today.
Notre Dame comes to the line quickly. The shotgun running play call. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Here comes the up-tempo offense. Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. And he's run out after a big gain. The offense will be set up for the first down and goal.
Well, there's nothing better for an offensive coordinator than having a quarterback kind of get into a rhythm early in this game. Another great completion. This guy is off to a great start in this big playoff game.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain. Defense getting very heavy here. Looking to stuff the run. They give it to the big fullback here. They stop him again. Back-to-back plays go nowhere here on the goal line. So no gain on second down. Now it's third and goal from the 2. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Boy, what a great job by this defense. They have really tightened things up here inside the 10-yard line. Seems like they're almost daring the offense to go for it here on 4th down. Let's see what the decision is.
And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick. It breaks the scoreless tie here, makes it 3-0.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And the coverage team able to bring him down. The Bulldogs offense takes the field. The first chance we had to see them today. Getting set up. It's a first down play. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. So let's check this call. Illegal flag. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Handoff to the fullback. And they'll stop him short at the line to gain. Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll hand it off. They'll tackle him about the 15-yard line.
When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable third down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 or more yards a pop like that.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Sometimes that primetime game the whole nation is watching brings out some extra energy, some nerves. Maybe the quarterback is feeling that a little bit. I did not expect him to throw a pick, especially on the opening drive.
Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. Will that holding penalty be a drive killer? First down here for this offense. It's a shotgun run call. Tackle made after just a short gain. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see from the defense. Yeah, you give up the catch, but you're right there to be able to stop this receiver from making any yards after the catch.
Looking to throw it on third and very long. Escapes the pocket. Slides down to avoid the tackle. So they're short on fourth down, and the coach decides to trot out the field goal team. He made good on his first attempt, but this one is from 47 yards away. And he's got it from 47 yards away, showing off the deep range. So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. Fields it just outside the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. The Fresno State offense is back on the field. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then in a pick. Ball handed off. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
How about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so second and 4.
Well, I would just stick with this RPO. That's a really solid game, and it's plays like this that eventually make that defense collapse down. Then you can pull and hit a big play through the air to your receiver.
That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior. That run sets up an important third down call for this offense. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up fourth down. And here comes the punter onto the field. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. And the Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field, looking to build on this lead on this possession, and has settled for 3 last time out. And they heave it deep downfield. The catch is made for a huge pickup. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Irish. Looked like a total bust there. Easy pitch and catch like you'd see in a Tuesday practice.
Yeah, that quarterback's eyes must have lit up on that play because you've got one of your players way downfield without any defender around him.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And the returner is brought down. Here comes the Bulldogs offense back on the field. They came up empty on the last possession, forced to punt it away, and they begin to click now. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the mark, inches away.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a first down. Looks like it'll bring 2nd and inches, but sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. And here's the handoff. And he'll pick up the first down, stopped at the 27.
Well, good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases, to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
They'll run it from the gun. They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
It's a good, solid game, 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Enough for a first down at the 37.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
That's an important first down on that running play. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Not able to connect. Incomplete.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only are they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
Looks to the left. Pass caught. Defense makes the tackle with the clock running. That'll probably be the final play of this first quarter. They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. So, Kirk, as we hit the quarter break here, Notre Dame has the lead. We reach the end of one in this quest to move one step closer to a national championship. Let's check out the stats so far. And as we flip the field and begin quarter number 2, we'll see if they can continue to build this lead. First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this 3rd down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Short connection to the tight end here. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
Good job here by this offense coming up with this first down on the 3rd down play. They knew they're going to have to deal with a lot of pressure, did their job, gave the quarterback time. They convert, and listen, you're down early in this game. Every possession matters. You need points on this drive, and they're able to have that chance now with that conversion.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Well, this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield. Right now, they are dominating this game.
Tackle at the 28. This offense threatening now. Another first down.
Great job here by this offense being able to convert. Let's face it, they've dug themselves a hole. They're down here early in this game. And with all this hype, the last thing you want to do is have to punt the ball. Come up with a conversion, keep your rhythm, keep your momentum, stick to your playbook. Good job here. Now let's see if they can keep that rhythm going.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Here's the handoff. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. And the quarterback dropping back. Goes to his right side there for the completion. Tackle made at the 1-yard line, but it'll be first and goal.
Boy, really nice throw here to the slot receiver, and I love the quickness that he has after the catch. He's essentially a running back playing at that slot position. That's how dangerous he is after he makes a catch.
Launching one to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Fresno State. That kind of execution, a long drive, that's why this team made it to the college football playoff.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with the pass, picking up first downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do, and they made it look easy.
And now the try here for the extra point. PHC is good. They still trail, though. Now they get set to kick it away. So no return here. He takes in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And the Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. Last possession, a one-play lightning strike with the big touchdown pass. Can the defense make adjustments here? Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
Hold it.
That one hurts. Smacks him up 10 yards. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Looking for the wideout. Oh, nice play by the defender. Got a hand in there to break up the pass. So second down after the incompletion. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. Ouch, that is an obvious call. You cannot make contact with the quarterback after the throw. Here's a 1st and 10 play. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down. And now they run the draw play. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. There's a wide-open receiver, complete. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
What a nice find there by the quarterback on third down. One of the most telling stats for me at the end of the game is how you do on third down. Being a good third down team is invaluable to your team's offensive success. That's why you drill it so much in practice.
He's going to lose yardage there. Forced out of bounds. Great play by the defense.
This is not how you draw it up as an offensive coordinator. You get a first down play, and you go backwards. Now you're behind the sticks, and that play just never seemed to have much of a chance at all.
Gets some space around the 30. Slides to avoid the big hit. This Notre Dame offense is moving quickly down the field. QB decides to keep it here. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
Chris, how about the offensive coordinator here trusting his quarterback to be able to make a play on the design QB run? Knew he'd take care of the ball and get positive yards, and he did even more. Comes up with a touchdown.
And now they'll set up for the point after. PAT puts him up 13 now. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. They'll return it from inside the 5. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. Here comes the Fresno State offense back on the field. On that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the ground game. Let's see if that formula works again. Here comes a handoff. Solid run, moves the ball out across the 20 to 21.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Off an RPO, the quarterback looks to his right. He's tackled short of the 30, but that's good enough for a first down.
Defenses all around the country have got to do a better job of keeping an eye on these little guys from the slot. They can dismantle a defense with their speed and quickness in the open space.
The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
The tight end drag route is the perfect option for an offense looking to scheme that position open for some yardage. Perfect execution here for a first down.
They pick up 4, so 2nd down and 6 coming up.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this 3rd down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
3rd down here. Time for perhaps one more play before the 2-minute warning. On 3rd and short, they hand the ball off. Brought down at the 40, that'll be a first down. So we reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense trying to get something going here and cut into this lead before halftime. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Handoff running right. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
The gain makes it 2nd and medium. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. In the clear at the 25. He stopped, but he gets a first down.
You know, all week, the defensive coordinator told us about the quarterback. He told us about the receivers and how they're going to throw the football. Man, they better get locked in on stopping this run game because that would...
Junior steps up and makes an impact play.
Well, the reality with any screen pass is they usually take a little bit of time to develop. And though they often can hit big, sometimes they take too long to cook up. And sometimes you can get sacked.
Fires it to the wideout. Finds a man open on the right side downfield.
Well, this is a beautiful play when the timing is right, as we see right here. The receiver's got to do a good job of working his way back to the football as the quarterback is throwing it. The timing here is...
And it's intercepted right near the goal line. He's got some room. Continues to fight for yards. That's a pick and a long return before finally being taken down.
When you get this close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away with points, at the very least, a field goal. They've got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the second half, this play right here doesn't come back to bite them.
And he pulls in the catch. An explosive play, big gain across midfield to the 42. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. The drive stays alive with that first down completion. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Oh, that one's picked off. They get him down after a short return, but the takeaway sets up the offense at the 43.
I'm going to give the defensive coordinator a tip of the cap here. They went with dime coverage with 6 defensive backs, which gives them a lot more speed on the field. And with those defensive backs, they're able to play better in space. They recognize the ball, step in front of it for a nice interception.
The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And it's the senior getting home with the sack. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. That sack makes it 2nd down and forever. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. And it's incomplete. Just 3 seconds left on the clock.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. And it's incomplete, a last gasp pass as time expires in the 1st half. And that will do it for the 1st half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Thanks, Chris. These games, they never disappoint, regardless the score. And this one was filled with excitement and big plays throughout that 1st half. And we have to start this halftime breakdown by addressing the play of this elite wide receiver. This is clearly a young man who, once he's finished playing on Saturdays, he's going to be playing on Sundays. The kid has different gears. He has a knack for finding gaps in the defense. And I can't remember a college player with that kind of catch radius. That's going to do it for us here at the half. Time to see how this incredible playoff drama plays out. And for that, it's back to Chris and Kirk.
All right, Kevin, thank you. We appreciate the breakdown. Return begins inside the 10. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. The Fresno State offense is back on the field. This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. And they'll start the 3rd quarter here on the ground. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Anytime you're down at halftime, you get your minds together, you try to make some adjustments, you try to get things heading in a better direction. This offense is off to a great start after this play right here.
Keeping it on the ground here. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now.
Chris, the thing that I love about this play is the running back showing great patience and then the vision to find that hole and then accelerate through it for a nice gain.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Looking to set up a screen pass here. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down. Fresh set of downs for the offense after that 1st down completion. And he'll set up to throw. Breaks, got him for a sack. A big play made them one of the senior leaders of this defense. That time it's the free safety getting home on the blitz to blow it up.
But he had a long way to go, and it's a bit of a risk as obviously the free safety is the last line of defense on these long pass plays. And he's coming after that quarterback, and he's got to make sure he gets home quickly to make the play on the QB. Otherwise, you're at risk of giving up a big play through the air. Great job there in timing that up.
And he'll be taken down, but a penalty flag on the field. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Quarterback operating an empty set. They'll look to throw it here on 2nd down. Receiver makes the grab. They bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the 1st down. 3rd down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the 3rd quarter. Fires it. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
Completion good for first down yardage for this offense. They'll try and run it with the fullback. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Offense lines up. This is the 7th play now in this drive. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Tackle, but first down. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw it from the red zone. Misses the receiver, incomplete. Offense getting set, second down play here. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. It's a quick grab. Brought down at the 7, but the completion moves him into scoring position. So here we go, third down in the red zone. The kind of play that decides football games. Going to pick up the 3rd and short through the air. Can't hold on. Good defensive play, brings up a 4th down.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
Oh, they've stopped him short. What a 4th down play, and they will take over on downs now. The offense with plenty of field to work with, backed up close to their own end zone. Opening play of the drive, he looks right for a completion. He stopped him, but he gets out across the 25-yard line. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly.
Chris, much like we saw in the first half, this quarterback can put the ball right on the money. Now, you know the defensive coordinator at halftime spent all the time he could with his secondary to come up with answers on how to try to slow this guy down.
The gain is 3. Now it's second down and 7. Offense operating at high tempo now, no huddle. Play action fake, looking to throw. Lets it fly to the wideout. And he's got his man open downfield. Tackle made after a big gain. Notre Dame getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up.
That's a big-time play by this wide receiver from Notre Dame. You think about Notre Dame teams that have been able to get up into the national scene. They've always seemed to have a difference maker out on the perimeter, going way back to Tim Brown, who won a Heisman, Rocket, who is dynamic, most recently Chase Claypool. You got to have somebody out on the outside that can make plays to have a chance of winning these big games.
Handoff here from the shotgun. Oh, look at the quick cut. And that run produces a decent gain. No huddle now for the offense. And the back now goes in motion. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's getting 4th down and inches. And the punt team now on to kick it away. The punt heads out of bounds, taking the dangerous returner out of play here. Here comes the Bulldogs offense back on the field. On the last possession, they passed up on a field goal attempt, but got stopped on 4th down. What can they do here? And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. They'll tackle him at the 17-yard line. Second down after that run on the previous play. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. And he'll pick up the first down, stopped at the 27.
Well, just a great play by the running back here. Just finding his lanes and exploding through the gap when it opened up.
Offense in a split backfield now. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Running back has it on a screen now. Breaks loose at the 40. They make the stop, but not before he gains the first down. The screenplay works.
And I don't think the defense had any clue that the screen was being called. They're getting upfield, getting pressure on the quarterback, and that ball gets dumped. There's no one left to be able to slow him down from getting a big gain.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. And looking to throw now on first down. Receiver makes the catch. They find the slot receiver on a drag route that time.
Yeah, you don't really see this very often from a slot receiver on this drag route, but a nice call here, nice little wrinkle. The quarterback does a nice job of waiting for him to clear the traffic and then found him for a nice gain.
And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down. The running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. And now the handoff. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7. Two backs now flanking the quarterback. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Catch made on the right side. And the tackle is made as time runs out in the 3rd quarter. So, Kirk, as we hit the quarter break here, Notre Dame has the lead, sitting in a pretty good spot as we wrap up the 3rd quarter, trying to keep those national championship hopes alive. Let's take a quick look at the game stats where we have a chance. All right, here comes the 4th quarter. Everything to play for here. Who is going to stay alive, survive, and advance in the college football playoff? A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on 3rd down. Can he get there on the ground? Tackle made at the 26. Good enough for a first down.
Hey, it's a nice pickup. You got the first down on the ground. That's a great job. But remember, it's a 2-possession game. You got to pick it up a bit. This defense will welcome those kind of plays all game long because the clock will keep moving. So you got to put that ball in the end zone and try to get the ball back.
Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. Brought to the turf, but made the first man miss on the way to the first down.
Boy, a nice drag route here, and I thought the patience by the quarterback was the key. Puts it in front of his receiver, gives him a chance to make the catch, and picks up a little bonus. Nice yards after the catch.
Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. Pass not complete. Crucial 3rd down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? He's got it right near the end zone. And they'll stop him short of the goal line. Offense will set up inside the 5.
Well, you can tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on 4th down. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. And they stop him just short, but the defense really backed up now. It's 1st and goal.
Well, these are the kind of situations you practice every week. You got to be able to get a yard. And the offensive line was able to give them just enough push to convert here on the ground. Clearly, they've done this drill before countless times, and it shows.
Looking to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Kirk, you look for rust. You look for jitters in the opening drive. Not any sign of it for that offense.
You know, the offensive coordinator, when we talked with him this week, he had a feeling that this offense was going to be able to start fast, but I don't even know if he thought they would look this good this early.
Kicking team on now for the extra point. PAT up and good. We get a little bit closer. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Return starts from inside the 5. And the returner brought down by the coverage team there. And the Notre Dame offense back out on the field. They had to punt the ball last time. Now they're looking to add points, build on this lead. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly. From the shotgun, handoff inside. Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to first down yardage yet. On third down, he drops to throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down.
When defense gets these guys to third down, they got a chance to get them off the field, and instead they give up the first down. So the clock will continue to move, and the defense is really at the mercy of this offense at this point.
They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. Out left, complete. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. This Notre Dame offense is moving quickly down the field.
Well, we saw a lot of this in the first half. They go right back to him again. We can see the second half, that same trend.
The ball is loose. Defense recovers the fumble. It's a turnover.
I get being upset at the ball carrier for coughing up the ball, but let's not ignore how big of a hit that was. Sometimes you just have to give credit to the defender for making a great play.
Here comes the Fresno State offense back on the field. The last possession was a passing game clinic. They moved it right down for a touchdown. Can they keep it going? Quick throw to his receiver. And he finds a wide open receiver. They forgot about him downfield.
Anytime you have a sudden change like this, Chris, I love to see the idea of this quick strike. The defense barely really has a chance to get established and get set. Next thing you know, they're dealing with an offense that's coming right at them.
And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
That ball just seemed to sail on him. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Chris, this offensive coordinator is going to have to adjust. We've seen hits and sacks and pressure on this quarterback all game long. They've got to find a solution to create more time for the quarterback to be able to throw the football, or maybe completely overhaul and change what they're doing on offense.
Caught quickly. Gain moves it to the 24. That's a fresh set of downs. Linebacker shifting around now. It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. Looking to throw again. There's a shot toward the end zone. Oh, and a chance at an interception in the end zone. Could not quite hold on to the ball. It's going to be second down.
Boy, the quarterback catches a break here. That ball seemed to hang in the air forever. He catches a break with that ball not being intercepted and heading the other way.
And throwing again on 2nd and 10. Looks left and finds his target there. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down.
Simple pitch and catch on the drag route. Quarterbacks love these routes because they're short throws. Those yards after the catch kind of pad your stats.
On 3rd down, it's a handoff. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
You know, this back has taken advantage of his opportunities tonight in his football game. And here's another example on 3rd down. They put the ball in his hands. He knows exactly where to go to pick up the first down. And he's able to do that here in the 4th quarter.
Catch made on the left side. Touchdown, Fresno State. Still no answer for this offensive machine.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Extra point try coming now. Crucial PAT is good. They're in front by 1 here in the 4th. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. That fumble in the last possession set up a touchdown. And they bounce back from that costly error here. He's escaping the pocket now. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly. Handoff in a single back formation. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Well, that's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
But this one is broken up, falls incomplete.
Well, that's not what you want to see as an offense when you're trailing late in a football game. An incompletion on 3rd down and long. Hey, it's a bit of a risk, but with that clock looking the way it looks right now, I think you got to go for it here and hope to convert on 4th and long.
And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. The Fresno State offense is back on the field. Now the first play of the drive, they'll begin at the 38. Use the running game to chew on this clock now. Breaking free at midfield. He'll be taken down, but he crosses midfield at the 48.
That's another good run here by this back. You know, he's been inside, he's been outside. At times he's had to be patient, showing his vision. He now has 97 yards on the ground today. A few more carries, he's likely going to go over the century mark.
And it's incomplete even at a first down throw. He was under some heavy pressure. Offense facing a 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Smart play to keep it on the ground to try to keep that clock moving, but there's still a lot of work here on 3rd down for this offense with the lead. Face it, you got one of the best quarterbacks in the country. Put the ball in his hands, let him work his magic.
So the clock stops as we head into the final 2 minutes of play here. This defense needing to step up and make a play now. This is a big 3rd down play coming up. If they can get the stop, you have to believe we'd see a timeout. Catch made on the left side. He's tackled inside the 35 and picks up a first down. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. First down here for this offense. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. 3rd down after that running play. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Here's a shot toward the right sideline. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on. So on 4th down, out trots the place kicker in a very big spot here. And he's got it from 47 yards away, showing off the deep range. Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And the Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. Last time was a quick 3 and out, and they get a drive going this time. And now in the final couple minutes, here's a deep shot. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. Touchdown, Notre Dame. And they claim the lead here in the final quarter.
That is just an outstanding job by this quarterback with the game on the line. He finds the matchup with his go-to receiver, makes a perfect throw here to the receiver, and they scored late to take the lead.
And now the important PAT to make it a 3-point lead. Kick is up and good. They go up by 3 here in the fourth quarter. Can they hang on? Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Comes the Bulldogs offense back on the field. They settled for a field goal last time out. They're looking for the end zone here, no doubt. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Short pass finds the tight end. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
Well, I really like what they did here by keeping their tight ends involved. I understand it's not quite Hail Mary time just yet. Stick to your base offense, execute, move the ball down the field, and see if you can give yourself a real...
Can't get it away. The defense has got him. What a huge stop at this stage of the game. The clock is still running. I'll have to hurry up here, but it's a crucial third down. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. He stopped short of the marker, so it's fourth down now. Back behind the quarterback, aligned in the pistol. Hit as he released it. Oh, and it's incomplete. It's a turnover on downs. Crucial moment late in this game.
Boy, as a play caller, you save this play for this moment. Under 2 minutes to go. Fourth down. Fourth quarter. Game on the line. And then you just got to rely on your quarterback to make good decisions and be accurate with the football. In this case, he is not. And that, to me, is probably the ball game.
So their excellent season comes to an end. They stumble one step short of getting into that national championship game. Always stings to lose a semifinal game.
Man, what a magical year. These guys had done everything that's been asked of them. They had a great season. They had a ton of momentum coming into tonight. I thought they had a great chance to win this game. They come up a little bit short, but still a great year.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.